Hello everyone, this is Blue Jim, and I'm playing some more of Mass Effect 1. And this will be like the 11th or 12th episode of the playthrough for the first game. So last thing we did, we were on Novaria. We fought Matriarch Benezia, Liara's mother. And now I think we're going to go to Burmire and meet up with the Solarian Task Force. So that's the plan for right now. May do a little side content, but I think I'll go right ahead and go to Burmire first. So let's go ahead and get that started. I hope everybody's having a good day today. And if you like my content, please subscribe to my channel. Really appreciate it. Oh, no. Asteroid. Oh, that's a side mission, the Asteroid X-57. Technically, that's a side mission. Let's look real quick and see. Okay, yeah. Let's go ahead and do this. This is actually a pretty good mission. See, everything you do in this game carries over to the next game, Every decision you do, or everything you do to help people, especially side content, it helps out towards the final third game, fight the Reapers.
The asteroid will collide with Terra Nova in approximately 4 hours. Analysis. Torches must be disabled to cease the acceleration.
Hello. I heard your transmission. Can you hear me? They haven't found me yet, but I can't talk long. Shut down the fusion torches. I'm going to die. God, I hope you're hearing this.
Alright, let's check this little shack out real quick. Yeah, I think Tally should get the better augment tool first, since she's like a engineer type fighter, you know. So we got to shut down these engines that they've set up that are moving the asteroid towards the planet.
Headed in the right direction. I don't know who you are, but I'm... Damn it. Go.
That's all of them. Alright, let's get inside this facility. This is where the thing should be to shut it down. There's always tons of things on this map, too, from what I remember to see.
Batarians.
Check! Check! Release the bird!
This has got to be changed real quick. It'll always go to whatever your, you know, you got to set it on something. I'm going to set it for pistol for the secondary weapon. Yep. There we go. See, now my pistol comes out instead of a damn sniper rifle, which doesn't help much in close quarters.
Area secured.
You're good to go.
All the games are pretty good, all honesty. The first one showed the most improvement from the remaster, you know, that they did, but I will say this, that there's one thing to consider when playing this game. The first game you are constantly changing out your weapons and stuff. Every time you get a new weapon or some new armor, you're checking to see, if it's an improvement. So, but yeah, because that's, you don't do that in the second game. There are different weapons. No, I don't think there is, actually. It's been so long since I played the second one, I have to remember. I know it's not like the first one, though. And you actually have a certain amount of ammo. Like, you'll start out with 300-400 ammunition, and when you, like, reload, you eject a piece of the metal that, that gets hot. See, it shaves off little pieces of metal from a metal block. That's how the weapons in Mass Effect work. But in this first game, you don't have ammo. You just have, it overheats. You have a heat sink like bar. And if you let it go too far, it overheats and you gotta wait like 5 seconds for it to cool down. I'm not saying it's bad. I much better enjoy the second and third games style. I love the first game. I just mean I don't like some of the things they had in it. They much improved it, in my opinion. In the second and third,
I'm reading that the torch is offline. Was that you? Can you hear me?
Who are you? What's going on?
My name's Kate Bowman. I'm an engineer. I was part of the team assigned to bring this asteroid to Terra Nova.
We were attacked yesterday by Batarian extremists. I've been hiding since they arrived. I think they know the torch went out.
Why are they doing this?
I don't know, but if this asteroid isn't slowed, millions of people on Terra Nova are going to die.
If I find out anything, I've
gotta go. Good luck.
Like, I'm sure most people that watch this video are veterans of this game series. But, like, if you haven't played it, I'm telling you, like, once you start, you'll get hooked. You'll just want to keep playing it all the way through all 3 games.
Hey.
Oh God. I didn't mean to... Are you hurt?
Takes more than that one shot to bring me down.
Sorry. I didn't even realize you were human until... Well... Guess I'm not much of a soldier.
I know you're scared, but I'm here to help. Commander Shepard, with the Alliance.
Simon Atwell. I'm the chief engineer on this rock. Listen, we don't have much time. The Batarians fired up the fusion torches. You've got to shut them down before we hit Terra Nova. There are 4 million people down there, Shepard. My family. They live in Aronis. My kids and grandkids. Nice communities, good schools.
I don't have time to do the math in my head. What happens if we don't stop this rock?
X-57 is 22 kilometers long, twice the size of the asteroid that wiped out the Earth's dinosaurs. It would be like millions of fusion bombs striking at once. Millions. The heat of the blast. 1,000 kilometers away, clothes will ignite. There'll be global wildfires. Air shock will flatten everything for hundreds of kilometers. Terra Nova will die, Shepard. Not just our colony. The planet. There'll be a climate shift, mass extinctions. The ecosystem won't recover for thousands of years. Millions, maybe.
This doesn't make any sense. Batarians run criminal gangs. Unethical, but profitable. They don't destroy worlds. What does this gain them?
I've heard all the stories. Slave rings ranching people like animals. Pirate bands burning colonies to the ground. But this is... The Citadel conventions forbid asteroid drops. I never thought the Batarians would go this far.
Most Batarians aren't genocidal madmen, but these ones are terrorists.
Yeah, I know. It's just... this isn't how I expected the world to be when I rolled out of bed this morning.
You were on the ground when this happened. How many Batarians have you seen, and where?
They landed at the main facility. It's locked down now. They've changed the passcodes, no idea what's going on inside. I did see groups head out to each of the torch stations. Couldn't say how many, though. Enough to give you a fight.
Any idea who's behind this? Who's leading them? That might provide a clue.
I heard a couple of them talking. They mentioned a Balak. It sounded like he's the one in charge. They didn't seem convinced this was a good idea, but they were scared of the guy. Scared enough to do what he wanted.
Batarians everywhere, and I need to shut down all 3 torches. Anything else I should know?
One of the torches is surrounded by live blasting caps. We were set up to excavate when we arrived at Terra Nova. I rigged them with proximity detectors. That tank of yours will set them off, so you'll have to go in on foot. Even then, they'll explode if you get too close. Just go slow and easy. You should be fine.
You set them up. Can you disable them?
Not from here. No. There are manual controls by the entrance to the torch facility inside the blast zone. You can disarm the caps there. One last thing. I had a crew working off-site when the attack hit. I'm worried about them. These Batarians are ruthless. I saw them smash the faceplates of guys working vacuum. And those Varen, I don't think they always wait for a corpse before feeding.
Any idea where I can find them?
They were running checks on our perimeter equipment. Easiest thing would be to tap into the transmission tower out on the surface. The equipment stations will show up on your sensors.
I'll look for them, but the torches have to be my priority.
Yeah, you're right. Saving Terra Nova is more important than my team. There were a bunch of engineers over at the main facility, but they're probably all dead. That or being held hostage by the Batarians.
A woman named Kate Bowman contacted me. The Batarians haven't found her yet.
Katie's alive? She's one of my best engineers. She signed on with her brother, Aaron, I think his name is. He's part of the security detail. I hope they're okay.
Give me a worst-case scenario. We can't stop the asteroid. Could the colony be evacuated?
Shepard, it took 30 years for the population to grow that large. I'm sure they're moving people to remote areas, but they'd never be able
This
to get more than
game
a few thousand
is
all
so
over.
detailed.
We just don't have enough
It
ships.
still holds
No
its
one
own
does.
today. Now the graphics,
Maybe
I
the
mean,
Quarians,
graphics
but I
have
don't
changed
see
so
them suddenly
much.
showing
I'm sure
up
you
and
would agree
offering
with
us a
that.
ride.
But this game is so impressive. It still is one of the best games and trilogy of games out there, in my opinion. It still holds up and is still better than a lot of the stuff they make today, in my opinion.
Why were you
The
moving
music
this thing in the
is
first
awesome.
place?
Well, the idea was to drag it into Terra Nova's orbit, mine it out, and in the end you'd have a basic structure for an orbital station. It's a lot cheaper than getting everything up into orbit from the planet's surface. The minerals we extract almost cover the costs.
What can you tell me about Kate?
Smart as a whip and bold as they come. I hope she keeps hidden. If they find her... Oh, Katie. Don't do anything stupid.
You'd better find a good place to hide. If the Batarians come back and find you...
Yeah. I think I'll make myself scarce. Good luck, Shepard.
Yeah, very detailed game. Very, very, very detailed. Listen, I'll be honest with you. There is my favorite games I come back and play quite often. You know, like Final Fantasy. Okay, let's see. My favorite series of games, like games that have sequels, you know what I mean by series. Mass Effect, Final Fantasy. Those are probably like my top favorites. And don't get me wrong, I love games like Cyberpunk, all that stuff too. But my favorites would be the Mass Effects and the Final Fantasy, without a doubt. So, at one time I would have also had, I like Fallout. And I would have even said that Fallout would have been my favorite at one time. But I don't know. I just feel like Bethesda's kind of been lagging the last years.
Redeploying.
What I mean is, I think Bethesda, they could do so much better. They've created beautiful games, fun worlds to play in. I just think they should be I don't know. I just think they could do so much better than what they're doing. Alright. Okay, there's another one right there. So we'll go back to... I guess I can just head right down this hill. Now that one's got mines in the field, probably. That's why it's got that perimeter around it.
Repair me? I'm getting all kinds of interference. Damn. Sorry. There's a lot of feedback. See if I can fix it. In the meantime, just keep doing what you're doing.
And I love science fiction to begin with. I'm a huge Star Trek fan. I mean, look at this. Look at that. Space. You're on an asteroid. Look at the planet. I mean, come on, man. What's not to love? I wonder if some people, though, play the first game and they're like, man, this is so old school, you know, and they just don't play the rest. I'm telling you, it just gets better as you go along. People like me who've played them, we know. I even like Andromeda. I don't mind Andromeda. I actually like Andromeda. I think the Shepard, the Mass Effect trilogy I'm playing now, I think is way better. But I didn't dislike Andromeda, like a lot of people did.
Ground penetrating radar detects anti-vehicle demolitions nearby. Proceed on
foot. Woohoo, did you see that? Skill right there.
Warning. Ground penetrating radar detects anti-vehicle demolitions nearby.
Boom.
Proceed on
I like Andromeda's vehicle too. The, can't remember what it's called, the Nomad? Can't remember. Here's a tip. When you come to this one, you got a minefield, right? I suggest going to the back of the building. Work your way through here, then when you get to the building, you're pretty much safe as long as you stay really close to it. I see that meter. If you get close to one, it goes up. The closer it goes up, the closer you get to boom. Oh, no. See? So follow that path. When you're close to the building, you're golden. Just don't spray too far. My character is I use it as a soldier, but I wanted to try engineer. I haven't done that. I've never done one that does what's called the stuff the Asari uses. Not magic, can't think of the name right now. And then you can disarm the bombs right here. Engineer's cool though. You can create a drone that fights for you. There's a lot you can do. My favorite is soldier though. Clear these guys up here.
you there? You've got to hurry. You really pissed them off. Their leader's setting charges everywhere. I think he's going to blow this whole facility.
Get away from there!
Don't shoot, please! No!
Who's shutting down the torches? I won't ask you again. Find this problem and deal with it. Get her out of here!
I'm gonna get that son of a biscuit eater. Make him pay for that. That'd be some good armor for Garrus. That was some Turian armor. Like Liara, she can use human armor. They can use the same stuff we use, but like the Corians or the Turians need their own type armor. So, Krogan do too. And don't drive into those. Pretty much you just follow the path. You know, there's a path here you can follow. And there I go again. Come on. Yeah, this is totally a side mission, but it's still pretty good. It's one of the more detailed side missions. The rest are pretty simple, you know, but this side mission's one of the more detailed ones for sure. And here's the final torch. Then after this, we got to go to the main facility and deal with the leader of this group.
Negative contacts, Commander.
Let's go ahead and check this room out real quick. Usually I would check to see if we, the new weapons and stuff we get are improvements, but I don't want to do that too much so y'all don't have to watch all that.
Hold it right there.
Here it comes.
Think we're good, Commander?
That last group we fought there, sometimes you can talk to him and he'll help you out actually, I think. I didn't think about it at the moment though. Let's see, we should be able to just head this way to get to the main facility, I think. We'll find out one way or another. Another thing to remember, always save frequently in this game because autosaves are only here and there. It's not like newer games they autosave all the time. Well, not in this game. So if you're not careful and you like die, you can end up starting down there halfway through the mission or at the beginning. And that's very, irritating when that happens, trust me. Man, we need to get to some cover. Come on. There's some pretty intense battles in this game, actually.
Good to go.
Always make sure you got good upgrades for your grenades. You can get like fusion, explosion ones that do different things. I think I got the fusion. That's it. Yeah, I got high explosives. That's a good one. That's a very good upgrade.
Die! You humans. You're almost more trouble than you're worth.
I'm just getting started.
Predictable, but this is over. I'm leaving this asteroid. If you try to stop me, I'll detonate these charges, and your helper and her friends are all going to die.
I can't just let you go, Balak. Not after what happened here.
This is nothing. You humans have done far worse to the Batarians. We've been forced into exile, forced to survive on what we can scrounge up. It's been like that for decades.
Don't make it sound like you're the innocent party here. You brought it upon yourselves.
Really? You invaded our space, took our resources, and when we asked the Council for aid, they brushed us off. We were left to defend ourselves, but the humans were stronger than us. We knew that. The Council knew that. But it didn't matter. It was you. You and your kind are the only reason we're in this position.
How does killing innocent people make up for that?
We had no other options. Sometimes you need to get someone's attention before they'll listen. That's why we attacked you at Elysium. That's why I'm doing this. You forced our hand.
You attacked us first. When we retaliated, you ran off to the council hoping for help. When you didn't get it, you hid. You've got no one to blame but yourselves.
Enough! You couldn't possibly understand. Actually, you just don't want to understand, and I'm done wasting my breath. Now, if you want your friends to live, I suggest you step aside.
You can go. But this isn't over. I'll find you eventually.
Maybe, but I made sure you won't follow me today. Those charges are still on a timer. Better hurry if you want to save your friends.
Clear.
Letting him go was better than the alternative. I thought you were going to stay someplace safe.
There might have been something I could have done to help. I thought I should be here. I know this asteroid better than anyone. You did it. Another hour and our course would have been irreversible. I ran the numbers, Shepard. X-57 would have struck near the capital city, the most densely populated region. But that's not going to happen, thanks to you. Is Katie in here? Is she all right? Is her team?
Balak was holding them hostage. I let him go to save them.
Let a terrorist go or sacrifice innocent lives. I'm glad that's not a choice I had to make. Is that... Will you get in trouble for that? I mean, he could do the same thing somewhere else, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could. Balak seemed like a practical man. Practical but callous. I'm sure if he'd been in my place, Ms. Bowman would be dead now, along with all the terrorists. But I'm not going to sacrifice people who happen to be between me and my target.
So what happens now? The bad guys get away?
Balak gets away today, but we'll still be after him tomorrow. And the day after that. Me, my crew, and every other crew in the Alliance. He'll run and he'll hide, but eventually he'll slip up and we'll get him. Bad guys never get away, Simon. Not unless the good guys give up.
Well, I wouldn't want you after me. Shepard, Thank you. For my grandchildren's lives. I don't think I'll stick around, though. Not with the team gone. Too many ghosts. It's time for me to get back and spend some time with my family. Before I go, I'd like to offer you something. Maybe you'll have more use for it than I will. As lead engineer, I get some quality items. Take your pick. You've earned it.
You have Quarian armor? That's hard to come by.
We hired a few to help install the torches. They really knew their stuff. You're welcome to take it.
One more thing. You asked me to look into your missing engineers?
Have you found them?
I came across a member of your crew. He didn't make it.
I see. Well, maybe the other two are still out there. Would you mind looking?
Take care of yourself.
Be well, Shepard. We owe you.
And that's how you get good armor for Valley. Or that's one way I know of to get her good armor, see? But anyway, I think that's going to be the end of this video. And thank you all for watching. Let's see, there's one more thing to do, and then that'll be the end. Here's the hostages.
I can't believe you let Balak go. To save us. I half expected you to just let us die. Sacrifice the few for the many.
Then I'd be no better than the Batarians. Besides, Balak won't get away with this. I know who he is now. He can't run forever.
You sound like my brother. He was always so stubborn, but always willing to do the right thing, no matter what.
I wish I could have saved him, too.
It's not your fault. You did what you could. At least Aaron died in a place he loved. He was the one who convinced me to join the team here. Said it would be an adventure. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but I should see to Aaron.
I understand. You've been through enough today. I'll get out of your way.
Thank you. Oh, I don't even know your name.
Shepard. Commander Shepard.
Thank you, Commander Shepard. You're not exactly what I expected, but thank you.
What can you tell me about the Batarians? What were they hoping to achieve with all this?
I don't even think they knew. When they first arrived, they were talking about getting us back to their ship. They wanted to sell us as slaves. When Balak showed up, everything changed. It was his idea to redirect the asteroid. Said it was the will of the Batarian rebellion, whatever that is. They followed him quickly enough, but I don't know. I don't think they're all as fanatical as he was.
That was a brave thing you did, Kate. Contacting me on the radio, risking your life.
Stubborn and determined runs in the family. My father was in the Alliance back on Earth. I think he was disappointed none of us kids signed up, but he'd be proud of Aaron. Sorry.
That was a brave thing you did, Kate. Contacting me on the radio.
Stubborn and sorry.
How did the asteroid get all the way over here? Why wasn't someone alerted sooner?
The asteroid was scheduled to arrive in a day or two. Balak just sped it up. This rock is full of valuable minerals, but it was too far from Terra Nova to be profitable, so we attached some fusion rockets to it and drove it back. It was all going smoothly until... We'll get everything back to normal soon enough. Almost everything.
You've been through a lot. I'll get out of your way. So long, Kate.
I appreciate that, Commander. Goodbye.
Yeah, it's really got some good stories to it. And there's 3 missing engineers that you can find on the planet. I think all of them are dead. You have to find their bodies, but yeah. But like I said, it's a good side mission. One of the more detailed ones. Just a wonderful game. Especially if you like science fiction, you'll love it. Anyway, thanks for watching. And if you like my videos, please subscribe. And I'm going to be playing the whole trilogy through. And then I might even play Andromeda after the trilogy's over with. So, and you'll find all the videos of the, for Mass Effect playthrough in my playlist, and I've got them numbered, episode 1 all the way to episode like 12 or whatever this one is. So, anyway, hope y'all have a good day and God bless.